Hey, I'm Molly Sims.
And I'm Emese Gormley. We're two girls obsessed with one thing, beauty.
And by that, we mean everything that makes you look
And feel.
beautiful.
We're calling on our favorite health experts, industry insiders, and friends to answer all your beauty questions.
With a drink in hand.
Definitely with a drink in hand.
You're listening to Lipstick on the Rim with Molly Sims. So on this episode, I am on the West Coast. Emese is on the East Coast. And we haven't talked to each other this morning. We have no idea what we're wearing. And we come to work in the exact same Alex de Boheme polka dot shirt.
It's hysterical.
It's hysterical.
I literally was like, hold on, are you wearing the same shirt I am?
Okay, so we wanted to do something really fun this episode because so many women complain about their hair. It's basically like the hair diaries. And I'm going to ask you, because I don't know if you remember what. Oh, do you remember?
I know what
What was the worst thing you ever did to your hair?
you actually really helped me through it. I decided to dye my beautiful blonde hair brown. And I was convinced that it looked amazing. And I ran to meet Molly at the shoe floor of Barney's, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Barney's, we love you, we miss you. Akeem, we miss everything
And
about
Molly
you.
looks at me and goes like, wags her finger at me and goes like this. And I'm like, no, I think it looks great. And she's like, hold on. And she drags me to the window and looks at it and goes, nope, we have to fix this. Worst decision I ever made.
But the problem also was that it was completely the same, like a single process. Like there were no
was awful.
lowlights, there were no highlights, there was no tone. It was just brown.
And by the way, I had gone to Harry Josh of all people.
I know, but I think Harry was just trying to be Harry. Harry's amazing. Harry's just trying to make a
Harry's
look.
amazing.
Speaking of a look, you guys, we are so excited because I am a huge fan. Emese has been a huge fan. 2020, 2 words, crown affair, came into our world, came into our diaries, and we could not be more excited to have you, Dianna Cohen. Welcome to Lipstick on the Rim. We have had so many Instagrams, DMs, literally what is happening with our hair? What should we do? What should we not do? You're originally a marketer.
Yes, I am. Thank you for having me, by the way, guys. I'm so excited to be here.
It's so excited. You're beautiful. Your hair, of course, is amazing. I would expect nonetheless. You started in marketing. You actually owned your own marketing agency.
Yeah. So I've worked in consumer for over 15 years now. So I grew up in a really small town in South Florida, and my dream was to move to New York and go to NYU. And I thought I wanted to work for Anna Wintour. I feel like every young girl who loves fashion, her dream is to be Andy Sachs in The Devil Wears Prada. And by nature of the time that I went to college, I wanted to work for Anna Wintour. And by the time that I left college, I wanted to work for Emily Weiss.
The gloss, baby.
Yep, into the gloss. I was one of the first employees at ITG back in 2012 and 2013, just to kind of show you how much the landscape had changed and how much the internet was becoming a thing. So I was one of the first employees at Into the Gloss pre-Glossier. I started my career there, transcribing interviews. I always joke that those were like my Mr. Miyagi years of like wax on, wax off, because transcribing interviews, setting up affiliate links, we were doing like native advertorial. I remember when brands would pay us money to feature it on the website. And it was kind of this early reckoning of, the old school legacy media and what was happening online. But before influencers, before all of that.
You still had editors.
Still had editors. And it was honestly a really special time because everything was so authentic in terms of what people were honestly suggesting. And I always kind of joke that I was born in the comment section. Like I'm not an ex-corporate beauty executive who started a brand. Like to me, what was going down in the comments, which is kind of true today, by the way. I feel like I live for the comments on most things. That's where the real tea is. That's where you see what people want.
You see what people want, and you also see how they feel about things. Correct. I love it. I don't like it. I wish it had X. I wish they could do this. Oh my God, this has changed. This is my holy grail. You will learn a lot in your DMs.
Yes, and that's why I love beauty so much. I'm sure you feel this way too. It's like the community around taking care of ourselves and sharing these little secrets and what works for you. Like I got bitten by the beauty bug then. And then I spent the next 10 years working as an early employee at consumer brands like Away, the luggage company.
Love. They're my favorite.
Yeah, I was the 8th employee there running brand and partnerships, which I learned so much, honestly. Like that brand was so special to me because honestly, I feel like unless you were buying like a really nice suitcase, like a Rimowa or Louis Vuitton, like people or Tumi, like people didn't really think about their suitcase. So much of that work was about creating a brand world where it started to become part of your identity. And that really informed a lot. I worked with an activewear company, Outdoor Voices. I worked with Harry's. I launched their women's line.
Harry's.
The founders there are amazing. I learned so much about leadership from them. So I was in the trenches for over a decade before launching Crown Affair. And I had my own brand agency where I was working with Harry's. I was working with Buck Mason, a men's brand out here, a ton of different businesses. And I got to learn a lot through that decade before actually launching my own brand.
And you said you saw a white space. You had a problem. Crown Affair was born 2020.
So it started with a Google Doc, actually. I had a bunch of girlfriends who were like, I have this whole thing called no makeup hair, which is for the people like us who, don't get me wrong, I love a professional stylist blowout, the full done look, but I realized that so many of my most impressive girlfriends had no idea how to do their hair at home. And after years, honestly, I grew up with a mom who like would brush my hair every night. Like growing up in South Florida, your hair gets exposed to like a lot of chlorine, a lot of salt water,
a lot of French braids,
all of it. And I played sports growing up. So, and truthfully, I didn't have great skin growing up either. So my hair was always this kind of like security blanket and protection for me. So I really learned how to take care of it and create rituals around it. So the white space that I saw was the disconnect between, I really want beautiful salon products, right? I'm spending all this money on my haircut. I'm spending all this money on my hair. What am I actually using at home? And the truth is a lot of those products are not necessarily the healthiest for you.
Right. And which we want to get into, like a whole myth thing.
Yes.
Quick question. Emese and I, we love names. Yeah. Crown Affair. Love the name.
I think you might know where it comes from.
The movie, right? It has to come from the movie.
Does it really come from the movie?
Yeah. So
that's what I thought. Yeah.
So it comes from the Thomas Crown Affair. So the 1999 version, I also love the 62 version with Steve McQueen and Faye Dunaway as well. But the 99 version is one of my favorite films of all time. In the 99 version, the Renee Magritte Son of a Man is the painting. That's a huge part of the plot and the narrative. So my husband and I actually met in front of that painting many years ago. But years later, I remember being in a workout class and the instructor told everyone in the room to lift through the crown. And everybody just like stood up on their reformers a little bit taller. And I was like, oh, it's so powerful, the crown. And we talk about the crown of your head. So more literally, it's a love affair with your crown, but it is a nod to the Thomas Crown Affair.
I love it.
Which they're coming out with another version, by the way.
I heard.
I'm really excited.
Me too. Okay, myth busting. We love it. Let's break it down. What are some of the biggest misconceptions about hair care you wish people would stop believing?
Okay, let's talk about shampoo for like 1 minute, because I feel like people are really afraid of shampoo, particularly men, by the way. They're like, I don't want to shampoo my hair. So in the 80s, they started adding in all these sulfates to create that like squeaky clean lather. Like think about a 90s shampoo commercial. And
you had more lather than anything you've ever seen.
Truly. And, they gave the instructions, lather, rinse, repeat. And the repeat used to have an intention. There was an intention where you would do a double cleanse to really lift all of that. But they've put so many chemicals in these products that it ends up overstripping the hair. And think of when you have a face cleanser and you have a cleanser that makes your face tight, you end up overproducing oil. That ends up happening all the time. So people get in these like wash and repeat cycles of like overstripping their hair.
So basically you're drying
your hair out, or like
scalp.
Conditioners. People are afraid. They're like, it can be really heavy. So we actually make a volumizing conditioner that's a gel-based conditioner. Think of gel moisturizer instead of a cream moisturizer. So a lot of what we do is innovation around how people actually talk and how we're solving problems for what how we're actually using product. Or dry shampoo. I mean, aerosols, I could talk about myths on aerosols forever.
Don't get me started on dry shampoo.
Okay, Emese is a diehard dry shampoo. I stopped for a little while.
I will say, for what you just said, I think resonates with so many listeners and for myself, because I used to have to wash my hair all the time because it perpetuated, right? Like I would get oily and then it would get oilier and then it would get oilier. And I became a dry shampoo aficionado. And I will say that your dry shampoo has been my favorite for years now because I love the smell of it. I love the applicator. I love that there's not an aerosol because sometimes I would use the aerosol ones and it would actually make my hair look wet and sticky.
Yes.
And yours is amazing and it's great for travel. So like,
Thank you.
it actually helped me retrain my scalp. And I think that's something that people don't think about when it comes to dry shampoo is how important it is to like literally retrain your follicles to not produce as much oil.
Yes. Exactly. I love that you
the same way you can overstrip your face is the same way you can overstrip your scalp. And then you're just making oil and making oil and making oil.
Correct. No, and think about like putting an aerosol dry shampoo on your face 3 days in a row and not washing it. Like that's what you're doing to your scalp.
We would do that.
I know, low-key. It's like you.
And then I'd be like, why is my scalp so itchy?
Yeah, why do I feel like my hair is going to break off at any moment?
But the funny thing, and I'm sure you feel this too as you develop product, the story of the dry shampoo happened when I was actually working at Away. I used to, long hours in an office. I used to go for dinner and drinks after. And I used to have like a little baby aerosol dry shampoo in my desk drawer. I went to reach for it. I was totally out of it. So I was like, your girl needs to dry shampoo her hair right now. So I grabbed my Laura Mercier translucent powder and a kabuki brush and I put it in my hair. And first I was like, this is so silky and delicious and doesn't feel like gritty or I don't know, it dissolved perfectly. It like fully blended.
The translucent one?
The translucent powder.
I have it in there.
It's so good. And then the kabuki brush, I was like, this is so intentional. And it really like, I can go 7 days.
Well, it's small. So you're not like, you can just like lift it up, put it underneath. Like sometimes I feel like what she was saying about the aerosol, like it gets in your face, it gets on your like areas where you don't really
say
need
it. That baby powder was a big thing to help absorb. Like I think I used baby powder when I was in a pinch.
Yes. It's that. It's like elevated, clean, better for you baby powder. And honestly, it's one of the cool things with not being a professional stylist and coming from like marketing and brand building is like, I really think about how we actually move through the world. And my whole life is kind of dedicated to getting one more day before wash day. So I don't think about formulating things for like, this is a perfect look we're achieving in this moment and you're done. It's like, okay, what does the rest of my day look like? And am I going to go work out in the morning? Am I picking up kids? What does my day look like? How do I formulate products that actually help me move through the world and like get me one more day and make my hair look amazing?
So I have a question for you. You talked about like what people should be looking for. What are some ingredients that like right off the bat, just for every listener that's listening right now, look out for these ingredients because you don't want them in your hair product?
Yeah. So first and foremost, I'm like kind of anti-villainizing ingredients. And I think clean is a product promise, not a brand pillar. Like I think a lot of brands go to market and they're like, we're clean. But it's like,
everybody's clean.
It's so table stakes at this point. And it's like formulate and create things that are safe. And it's really about the quality of the products that are in it. However, I'm anti-sulfates. I think sulfates overstrip. And I think that in the culture, they were just kind of put in a lot of the drugstore stuff to like make you feel like it's good for you. But over time, there really is a lot of damage there. If you're using anything powder-based, not just in hair, like no talc. We don't want talc in any of these products.
Why?
It causes buildup. It's not good for your scalp. Like they've removed talc from a lot of the powders. Here's the thing though, I'm all about having a wardrobe across everything, both in makeup and skin and hair care, everything. So like I call Crown Affair no makeup because there are days, like if I was doing not that I'm doing a dance recital, but like if I need a slick back to last for 14 hours, like I'm going to go grab that crazy aerosol hairspray, And it's like those things exist. And it's the same with makeup. Like I will grab that setting spray, but I'm not using that every day. So much of my vision with Crown Affair is like I have amazing products that if I need my hair to do XYZ in an intense way, they exist. It's like, let's build the no makeup wardrobe. So it's not that these products are bad or ingredients are bad if you're using them sparingly. It's about the daily thing that you want to be more careful with.
You just launched your hair oil.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit, because what's the best way to use it correctly? Like, how do you use it? Because I think a lot of people get confused.
Yeah, that's the thing, by the way. I think hair is just a confusing category. People don't feel empowered when they're at home. They're like, how do I? So one, we use tsubaki seed oil in all of our products, which is a Japanese oil. So it's really lightweight. Like I have a fair amount of hair, but it's super fine. So if I put like an argan oil or coconut oil, it's just like clumpy. I gotta wash it again. So what I love about our products is they're super lightweight. I do a lot mid-length through ends. Our overnight serum, which just launched, which is our first clinical formula. I actually formulated this as a love letter to my sister who's been dyeing her hair blonde for 25 years. And she was—
I like your sister.
I know. She's blonde. She lived in California forever. She's like, I've been trying to get her to like tone the blonde down. Shout out to my sister. She's going to listen to this and be like, I cannot believe you're talking about my hair. But she was over proteining her hair. She's like, it's breaking because I'm dyeing it. And the products she was using were just would make the hair strong, but stiff and break.
Right.
So I went to my— Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you relate to this? Or you?
We both
I do relate to it because I actually was using up until, because I got my hands on your overnight repair.
Yeah.
And I was prior to that using the leave-in conditioner at night. I would literally smooth it into my ends and to maintain a blowout. And now with this, I feel like I wake up in the morning and my ends feel really silky since I've been using it.
Yeah.
But not greasy.
Not greasy.
Not greasy. It's amazing.
I've been calling it princess hair. It's like good things can happen overnight. So yeah, it's our first clinical formula. It doesn't have like heavy protein in it. It clinically repairs the hair. But my sister's busy. She's got 2 kids. She's like, I don't have time to like do a mask and wash it out and like have this whole thing in the morning. She's like, I need you to make something for me that I can leave in, not rinse out, no residue, no transfer on the pillow.
It's the rinsing out that I think gets people. Because like, I'm never going to rinse it out. I'm going to fall asleep and I'm not going to rinse it out.
Also, if you're someone who gets your hair done and you want to go like 5 days or whatever it is, it's like, yeah, I mean, that's the dry shampoo, the overnight repair serum. You like put those things in and they low key hold me together as a person.
You said brushing is one of the most underrated parts of hair health.
Do you guys brush your hair?
I don't know. My producer, Rosie, wrote that, and I was like studying the other night, and I'm like, I don't know that I brush my hair as much as I should.
Molly, we're going to get you on a brushing routine.
I know. I did buy actually, I did not buy it. I got given a really good brush the other day, and it's like a small little ivory. And I'm like, this is like it's kind of heavy, but it's really cute. And I love it. I can't think of the name.
The dual bristle brush, the dual bristle, the nylon and bore. I mean, the Mason Pearson is the classic one that people know. It's like a $250 hairbrush. And in my original Google Doc, that's what I had in there. I was like, you need a brush for health. And people give you eyeballs. If you don't know why you need a $250 hairbrush, people are like, why are you doing this? So it was one of my first vendors I reached out to. We work with a family in Italy that's been making brushes for 156 years. And they make our brush number 1, which is a dual bristle brush. It's at a more accessible price point than the classic MP Mason Pearson, which I love and is still a hero. But our brush, you do it at night, just a couple strokes. I mean, you know the myth of like brushing your hair.
100 strokes a day, right? Wasn't that it?
You don't need to do 100 strokes, but like even 50 strokes at night, it moves the natural healthy oils from the scalp to the strand. It helps keep the hair healthy, strong. It also is like physical exfoliating. Like think about like all the dry brushing you do on your body. Same concept.
Scarlett Stuber, meaning my 10-year-old daughter, literally will have the healthiest hair. She brushes her hair.
Yes.
She has her bonnet. I told you in the car a little while ago.
Obsessed.
She does the oil. She'll do the leave-in treatment.
This gives me hope for the next generation having a hair routine.
By the way, I will just give a shout out to your leave-in conditioner for kids. I use it every single morning with 3 girls to detangle their hair, and it doesn't leave it greasy. It's like the best detangling conditioning treatment ever.
I love that. I love that crown. I always say like crown affairs for the whole family. Like my husband and I just have the crown affair in the middle of our bathroom counter because it's like unisex, it's gender neutral, the scent works for everyone, it's safe and good for kids. Like we love a multi-purpose product for the whole fam.
Towel drying. It's real.
It's real.
I do it because I don't want as much heat.
Yes.
So I want to talk about towel drying and then I want to talk about tools.
Yes.
Let's start with towel drying.
Okay. So we make a hair towel.
And I love it. It's like a waffle. It's so good.
It's so good. It has a strap in the back. We actually have a patent on the shape and design of it, which was one of the first things I worked on. It just won the Allure Best of Beauty Award, which I'm excited about. We know how big those are. But it's like, I always say this, if someone feels overwhelmed by a hair care routine, like step number 1, when you get out of the shower, put a towel on your head. It's going to help soak. Your hair as a fiber is really vulnerable when it's wet. So you want to take out that heavy dampness before you apply products. It's almost like having a primer before, if you apply, or if you're using 100% cotton towel on your hair, it's just not going to air dry the same. It's more like frizz and breakage and it's heavy. I've traveled and like sometimes forgot my hair towel and there's no worse feeling than being like, I need to use a hotel towel on my hair right now. It really makes a difference. And I always joke, sometimes guys will ask, they'll be like, what's the difference? I'm like, have you ever cooked meat with like a meat thermometer? That's the difference. Like, of course you can cook meat without a meat thermometer, but the second you use that, you're like, oh,
Let's
it's
turn
the
it down a
perfect
little bit.
temperature and it's perfect. And I feel like that's kind of the hair towel. It's like, sure, you can dry your hair without a hair towel, but the second you use one, you're like, oh, I'm getting a much better air dry every single time now. It's very helpful.
I love towel drying because that means I don't use as much heat.
Yeah.
It cuts down on, if I can really air dry it and really separate it and get it brushed out, I do not use as much heat when I'm actually either blow drying my hair or Emily's doing my hair, someone's doing my hair. I'm telling you, the hair towel, my hair is way more healthy because of that too.
Well, yeah. And
I actually feel like it looks better too for blondes. Like when I use the air dry mousse I think it's called air dry mousse.
Yeah,
is that
the
what
air
it
dry
is?
mousse.
To this day, every time I use it and I let my hair air dry, I use the towel because I think it helps with my frizz.
Yes.
And then I use the air dry. I get more compliments on my hair on those days than when I get a blowout.
Upset. Okay. Hot take right now. And don't get me wrong, I love a blowout. I kind of think doing an air dry with the mousse is a cooler vibe. Like I kind of call it that like Olsen texture.
Mhm.
Like you can go
It's
in.
beautiful.
It's so beautiful. And it's such like, that's the no makeup. It's like you still need a little bit of makeup for no makeup. It's just the you but better vibe.
Are there any hair hacks on TikTok that actually make you cringe? Because there are a lot of hacks on there.
Honestly, I'm going to get a lot of heat for this, but pun intended, I am not one of those like overnight hair rod girlies. I've tried all of them. They fall out. They look crazy. Here's the thing. I'm kind of even though I sound like I'm high maintenance, I'm actually a low maintenance. I'm a high maintenance girl to be low maintenance.
But you went viral for the twisting clip.
My twisting clip, which is during the day. I'm awake when that happens. And after you get out of the shower, you like twist your hair back. My husband calls it my Lord of the Rings look. I like twist my hair to look like an elf. And then I take it out and it gives it this beautiful wave.
Done.
Yeah. But the whole like rod in the hair thing is not my vibe.
What kind of tools? What's your favorite hair dryer? What's your favorite curling iron?
Yeah. So I use a wand. I have a T3 wand that I use, and they have a really good one that spins. And I'll do Air Dry Plus, which is great. So all of our products are leave-in included, have a heat protectant already in them. So you don't have to like add an extra step, which I love. But I'll do like a little wand in the front. I use a Dyson from time to time. I feel like sometimes at the roots, that's just good. What I love about even like our mousse and stuff is we don't use alcohols in our products.
So it doesn't dry out.
Exactly.
Right.
And like the alcohol can get stuck in your hot tools. So if you're using like a hairspray or a mousse or something like that, you want something. That's why I formulated these, is so they don't get stuck in the tools.
That's so interesting. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about that either.
Yeah. The little things, guys. It's like the little things that add up over time.
What's your holy grail Crown Affair product if you could only pick one?
To the grave dry shampoo.
Yeah, I agree. To the grave. Is there a hairstyling or hair care trick or secret you can share with our listeners?
Honestly, this one doesn't. This is a free thing that everyone can do. I'm a very big believer in giving yourself a scalp massage every day. So much of these things, like the hair serums and stuff, there's a lot of science around just giving your hair love and attention. So, using the pads of your fingers, giving yourself a scalp massage, like there's so much science. When you take care of a plant and you're like a little bit nicer to a plant, it grows better. I feel like being kind to yourself and your hair and giving it attention and not treating it as an afterthought is the biggest hack you can do, because it will actually change the way you feel, whether it's journaling, meditation, movement. It's like your mindset matters. And that's kind of the first step to taking better care of your hair.
What's your go-to uniform or fashion piece that makes you feel most confident? Because now you're speaking on panels, you are the founder of a massive company right now. It's probably Sephora's fastest growing company.
It's really funny because I did start in the trenches and I was not an external facing person. I'm a little more cash today. I do love a Crown Affair green piece. I feel like wearing a brand color is helpful, but I love a blazer too. Like I have a blazer over there and I feel like any moment, but honestly, I wear a lot of just pants, tops, sweaters, blazers. I feel like I'm constantly, and a set is good, which I guess is technically like a suit, but I've been loving silk sets lately and just, I don't know.
Who do you
easy.
like?
There's a brand called Comb C that makes really beautiful loungewear, but they also make a great silk set. Attersea is a brand that I love. They're actually doing a trunk show here in LA this week. They have amazing pieces. I also love like some beautiful pieces from The Row, Totem. I'm on the go. I'm sure you're traveling all the
We
time.
can shop with you.
Yeah, we can
go
shop.
shopping.
What
Let's go
about
shopping later.
Lisette? I think is it called Lisette?
Lisette's amazing too.
Yeah.
I have
Lisette,
such good pieces. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't want to say simple pieces, but just like easy pieces you can mix and match. And honestly, I'm all about a good accessory, like a fun necklace or a sunglass or something like that is always good.
Now let's talk about scents for a second, because I will say one of my favorite things about Crown Affair is your signature scent.
Thank you.
So do you have, I want to know how you kind of came up with it, and then also what your favorite scent is.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm obsessed with just fragrance in general. And I feel like, so actually one of the first interviews I transcribed at Into the Gloss was, I'm always going to say his name wrong, Maison Francis Kirk, you know who I'm talking about. That interview blew my mind. It was from 2012 and he talks about coming to New York for the first time and the different scents he was experiencing when he first came to New York. And really that journey of how a scent makes you feel is what I went in with. So before I even raised money, by the way, like the first email I sent was to my dream fragrance house because I knew how important scent is in hair. Like I would interview people and they're like, I use this because of the scent. So reached out to them. I didn't know what to say. I was just like, I want it to smell. I want Crown Affair to smell like Kate Moss is in Japan in the 1970s. And they came back. I mean, we went through 40 iterations of this scent, but what they came back with is this like top note of sparkling citrus, kind of like fresh. The mid notes are like the Japanese. It's like calla lily green tea. And then the base notes are a little bit more woodsy and amber.
Which is what we love.
The 70s, kind of cool, funky. So I went in with a vibe. And I always say this to other founders, if you're not a trained nose, which I'm not, like just, and I feel like there's a musician who's like launching a single is like dropping a mood. And that's what a scent is. It's like you're dropping a mood. And, you know, because it's hair, I wanted it to pair well with body fragrances. So for years I've been wearing, a mix of fragrances. Like I've been wearing Gypsy Water for a long time and so good. So like that was kind of my base. And I was like, I need it to smell incredible on its own, but also balance with whatever. And then hair's tricky. Like your hair holds fragrance differently than your body. So I knew for me, I didn't want to go like gourmand. Like first, that's just not my personal taste, but also like it smell like you don't want something, heavy in your hair, especially
Not
if you're not
offensive.
washing.
It needs to like
Correct.
linger, but like not smell overwhelming.
Correct.
Since you're all about creating rituals, we're going to play a little game called Ritual or Routine. We'll name something and you tell us if it's a ritual, something meaningful,
Yep.
or it's just routine.
Okay.
Okay. Your morning coffee.
Ritual.
Your hair brushing.
A ritual.
Sunday night mask time.
Ritual.
Getting dressed for work.
Routine.
Skincare before bed.
Ritual.
I'm proud of you.
Checking your phone when you wake up.
Sadly, routine. I got to stop that, everyone. I don't know about you.
Packing for a trip.
Routine. I have that down pat.
Weekly blowout.
Routine.
I love it. I love a weekly blowout. I'm not going to lie.
Life-changing.
I do too.
But you know, it's not like
I just have too much hair.
It's not a ritual for me though. I feel like the rituals are the things that I do in my own sacred spaces where routine is like more external facing. Maybe that's why I'm answering that. Until I learn how to do a perfect blowout, I need someone else to do a perfect blowout on me.
Okay, we're going to do the crown edit, this or that. Just whatever comes to mind first. Air dry or blow dry?
Air dry.
Silk pillowcase or microfiber towel?
Microfiber towel.
For 100%.
Yeah.
Hair oil or hair mask?
Hair oil.
Really?
No. Mask. I changed my answer. Mask. It's a mask. I love the mask. It's the best.
I love
All right. Middle part or a deep side part?
I'm a middle part girly.
Wash day ritual or second day texture?
Second day texture.
We're like fourth, fifth day texture over here.
Me too.
Same. I mean, let's talk 7-8 days.
7-8 day texture,
If times are
babe.
tough. If times are
At one
tough.
point, she goes, I've gone 9 days without. I was like, you're disgusting.
No, it's beautiful.
I've gone 18 days.
Same, by the way.
You're just
Crown Affair.
That's weird.
That's disgusting. There's
It's
probably things
disgusting.
living in my head, but I also secretly loved it because it looked so good.
So good.
It could stand like this, but it was all
Incredible.
Do you remember when we had the Summer of Lice? Literally.
good. Oh my God.
Do you remember?
stop.
Rosie's
no,
like, yes, I already
no.
remember it. I
That's
was working with you.
disgusting.
It was
Oh,
disgusting.
it makes my
When
hair
was
itchy
this?
thinking about it. 2 years ago.
Oh,
It was
wow.
2 years ago. It doesn't matter. But Scarlett, someone at school had it. They checked her.
Oh,
they sent her home. They
gosh.
said she didn't have it. She had it.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert. Gave it to like 3 families.
No.
So excited. Early morning ritual or nighttime wind down?
Early morning ritual.
Ooh, Miami humidity or New York winter?
Neither. California dryness.
Studio shoot glam or off duty bun?
Ooh, studio shoot glam.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, Miami, for the hair. My brother lives there. I'm going there in a few weeks. It is the humidity. So let's talk a little bit about, just before I let you go.
Yeah.
What do you do? Are you more of a bun girl there? Do you use different products, when you're in Miami and in the South that you do when you're in the North or in the West because it's more dry?
I have it down to an art, and people are always like, I can't believe your hair looks this good in Miami. And the truth is, it's because I take care of it every single day. But frizz is literally your hair reaching to the sky for more moisture. Like it's literally lifting because it's like reaching. So you got to give it a drink. So that's why I love the leave-in. Specifically, I put leave-in on dry hair all the time in Miami and in general, everywhere that I am. And also if it's dry, like I'm out here, think of it like a moisturizer. It hydrates the hair.
I don't think people would think that to do that in Miami because it feels wet. It feels humid.
It actually helps keep it hydrated so it's not lifting to the sky. But I also love a slick back too. That's why I love our gel because we don't use alcohols. Gel, it like leaves your hair crunchy, flaky. So I'll do a slick back at night if I'm going out and then I come home and I brush it out and I have a whole new routine. The main thing I would say when you're in different cities is really about the water and the water quality and different in-shower products. But I think if you know your hair routine and your hair type post-shower, like you can keep it pretty consistent.
We always ask every guest before they go, if you could give advice to your 10-year-old self, what would it be?
You are enough.
You're amazing. We are
so amazing. And we're so grateful you founded Crown Affair. I'll be honest with you.
Thank you.
It's a staple in my house. My kids love it. I love it. Even my husband loves it. So
thank you both for doing this and making the time and space. And, I love the pod. I've been a fan of the pod, long time listener, first time caller. And I feel like every time I leave with so many great tips and learnings. And that's what we need. This is why I started in beauty. That's why we love it.
It's kind of what you started with. Hair is such, I know for me, when I'm actually having a good hair moment this year, it's such an identity, right? If you're not feeling great about it, if it's breaking, if it's thinning. And I think, for someone we're older than you, but like going through perimenopause, going through like different times of your life, like your hair is kind of like your security blanket. And when it doesn't feel good or like even like a friend of ours got their hair cut like 4 inches. I'm like, oh, you look amazing. It just kind of like refreshed. So I think it's really, we love what you're doing. We love Crown Affair. Make sure and follow Crown Affair. Make sure and follow personally. You've also a great Instagram at Dianna Cohen with 2 N's. And just because we're us, we are very excited to share that Wise Beauty and Crown Affair are teaming up for a special gift with purchase right now, starting today. You guys will receive exclusive travel size goodies when you shop from either brand and spend $100. So go to wisebeauty.com or 75 at crownaffair.com. From Wise, you'll get our travel exfoliating pads, which are perfect for skin on the go and if you want the glow. And then from Crown Affair, you're going to get my absolute favorite, besides the dry shampoo, the texturizing air dry mousse, which is honestly so good.
It's like if you need a good hair day, that's what you use.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so excited. And she's been incredible with like giving me advice with being a first-time founder because it's a roller coaster.
It's a roller coaster. It's honestly one of my favorite parts is the community that we have as beauty founders, as Sephora founders. Like I think from the outside, you're like, what is this? And then you get in it and you're like, oh, we are in this together. And this is the world I came from, right? I've worked in consumer for so long. So I love collaborating and there's just so much we can learn from each other. So we've got each other. We're in this together.
I mean, okay, God, thank you, Dianna. We love you.
Thank you.
You're
Love
the
you
best.
guys.
Thank you so much.
I mean, I'm thinking officially about rethinking my hair routine.
My takeaway from talking to Dianna is like actually treating my hair as part of a ritual. Like I think I have so many skincare rituals and beauty rituals, but hair kind of sometimes ends up being an afterthought for me. And I need to like actually like make it be more of like a main part of my daily, other than just slapping dry shampoo on and like something in my ends, like treating it like a ritual.
I think I can do better with like a nighttime ritual, brushing it,
Same.
using more of the hair oil, the leave-in, because it does make a difference. Like, especially, because I bleach and I've been better though. Even
your
with
hair color
color
is amazing right now. I love your hair color.
But I've been better. I've not been doing 6 weeks. I've been doing like 10 weeks, 12 weeks, which you know.
I also like you with the root. And I think that's sort of
I like a root.
it gives like more of that beachy look. I don't know. I'm into that. And you always tell me I need to have more of a root. So I'm listening to you.
Also, I think probably the biggest thing I regret for so many years was balayage. Like that is straight fucking bleach on, just cut your hair off before
painting and killing your ends.
Painting and killing your ends.
No, I mean, but I also think that I remember growing up with 100 brushes a day. Like, do you remember that? Like 100 strokes?
I do, but I guess I forgot. My mom
forgot too. My mom used to brush my hair just like Diana's. My mom would brush it and put it in a ponytail and all of that.
My mom would braid. She learned to French braid in Walmart, and I think it was Kmart.
I still can't French braid. You know who's good at hair is Gracie. Gracie's hair grew back, and she can do a braid on herself. She does all these bubble braids all on herself.
I know. It's so good. Do you remember when I decided to put sun in my hair one year?
Oh, I do.
In Cabo.
When it turned orange?
That was fun. I turned my hair orange.
I still love that. My favorite memory of like me with that brown hair was honestly worth it just for the way you reacted. The finger wag.
Because you guys don't remember, I met Emese. How we met is I complimented her hair at Sundance.
And I was like, oh my God. I actually still remember I was wearing a cashmere poncho because I was in Utah and I thought it was like a vibe. And I had air dried my hair. It was so bad. It was such a bad poncho. But ponchos were cool for a while. I was like Manny on Modern Family in his poncho. And literally Molly complimented my hair. And I'm like, oh my God, Molly Sims just complimented my hair. I was like, I've arrived.
You've arrived. And then you left when you literally 3 years later, she walks into Barney and her hair is so it's almost like awful. They just put a brown box and it was from the root to the very end, the same. I was like, you're like wearing a fucking helmet.
Oh, it was so bad.
It was so bad. It did actually make you look tan though.
The worst part,
remember we did talk about that.
Yeah, it did. The worst part though was actually for me that I actually had to strip my hair color. It took me 8 hours the next day at the hair salon. My scalp was raw.
I know. Oh my God.
Oh,
okay, well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the bonnet. I'm going to do the oil. I already do the leave-in conditioner. I don't do the oil as much. I'm already excellent with my kabuki. I have it in my car. I have a travel set. I have like an old set now because I'm in my car so freaking much. But I'm going to get better. Diana's going to
she's helped us. She's guided us to see the light.
She's seeing the light. All right. Well, love that we have the same top. Miss you.
Love it. Love it.
Love you.
You know, great minds think alike. Literally the definition of it.
The holidays are almost upon us. Oh God.
I mean, I'm not ready. Don't even. I can't. I'm not there yet.
All right, guys. Don't forget to rate, review, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Lipstick on the Rim. Emese has Tell Me More, her Substack, which is so good. And I have mine.
I love yours. Yours is like a go-to.
Oh, wow. I like it.
Good fashion inspiration. I'm not going to lie to you.
Fashion inspiration, my spare time. I do love these jeans I'm wearing right now.
Yeah, what are those?
Like the Barrel Pistola.
They're really good.
I really like Pistola.
They're great. They're a great brand.
I wear Pistola. So good.
Their founder, Grace Na, is amazing.
Yeah. Okay. We will see you guys next week on Lipstick on the Rim.
Thanks for listening to Lipstick on the Rim with Molly Sims and my ride or die, Emese Gormley. We are so excited to bring you guys along on this journey with us. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at Lipstick on the Rim and at Molly B. Sims. Or you can go to my blog where you can dive just a little bit deeper into my favorite products, trends, and more at mollysims.substack.com. And don't forget to check out our video episodes on my YouTube channel, Molly Sims. This podcast is a production with Sony Music. I wanted to give a special thanks to my team, Rosie Cummings, Kenna Ryan, Safine Kevorkian, and everyone at Sony Music. Don't forget to listen and follow wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss out on the fun.